Hi, good evening. This is your friend Han here, and just want to wish you a happy 4th of July. And hopefully, you have spent some time with your family and barbecue maybe outside if you're in the US. And if you're not in the US, it is a celebration of Independence Day. It's about the freedom. That's a part of what we're doing for, right? Anyway, so tonight, instead of go watching the fireworks, which you probably can hear in the background, I decided to introduce to you another great product, and the name of the product is called the ReviewRocket. You can see over here, it is made by a guy named Josh, and basically, and as you're watching the demo video at the end of the interview, you know it is a plugin that kind of put the star rating and summary of a product on top of the page. In fact, this software is already live. So if you click the link above with the banner to that side, whatever, I think, yeah, on that side, and you will go to the sales page. You just watch the demo video there, and also I have for your convenience, a pinned review video at the end of the interview as well. So what Joshua did here was made this plugin very flexible. You can easily add ratings, and a typical plugin like this, you can only have one figure, which is, for example, a star, but you can choose any other figures like images to representing how many stars the product rating gets, right? But he has not just limitation to that. He has for the percentage, you can choose different figure other than stars. And typical table like this is just one fixed size, like a rectangle sized. But this one you can put it anywhere pretty much you want, to the left or to the right. Just a lot of more flexibility in its class. Okay, I have seen a couple ones in the past, but this one kind of got my interest is because number of features. Okay, so obviously people using this to increase conversions for their product review sites. So people who just doesn't want to read the entire reviews, they just want to see, hey, which one's the best digital camera to buy, just by reading the ratings. Bing, bang, boom, click on the link, either go to Amazon site, or if you're using to review any other product, you get the concept there. But what Josh has done here in this interview, which not many people are talking about, is he actually used this plugin for his offline business, for his offline clients. And you need to really watch this to figure out how he used it, how he able to sell this plugin to his offline clients. Let me just give you a little one hint. It has to something to do with a restaurant, retailing, a movie theater, and you can use this. Okay, so make sure you watch this. This is kind of like for my 4th of July gift to you. And if you do decide this plugin is for you, in fact it is alive, just click on the link above or the banner image right on the other side, and so you can go to the sales page. I am going to offer a bonus for this. If you do purchase this tonight, shoot me an email to request for the bonus, and tomorrow morning I will have the full review ready and bonus ready as well. Okay, all right, so this is your friend Han, and again, happy 4th of July. For now, please enjoy the interview and keep smiling. Until next time, this is your friend Han, and talk to you soon. Cheers. Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han again, and it is great to see you guys here again. And today I'm very, very excited to introduce Josh here, and for the very first time, he's going to be here just sharing what he does in his own business, a nifty little trick to increase conversion on his product review site. Also, how he used this nifty little plugin he come up with to help him make more offline sale and help his offline client make more sale as well. Actually let him talk more about it in the next couple minutes. And of course, at the end of the interview, he's going to introduce this product to you, and I think you guys are really going to like it. And I really like the layout and how he done with it. And before we get to the interview, let's kind of learn who Josh is, how he got started with the internet marketing, but most importantly, what exactly did he do to achieve a level of success he has today. So Josh, could you kind of take over the mic, kind of share your unique internet marketing story with us?
Sure. I got started about 10 years ago. I was just building some blogs, just doing the usual blogging type stuff, and was trying to figure out how people were making money online. So I just started doing as much research as I could and read a ton of books and a ton of ebooks and guides and a bunch of other websites, and tried a ton of different things. And I didn't really start having any success online until I started doing product review stuff. I started in Amazon, and then I worked my way into higher end, more affiliate type stuff. But I found that the people really liked product reviews online, and that's how I got started. And from there, I went into I learned how to do SEO. I was a software developer by trade, so then I started writing to help out with some other people to give more functionality to my sites. And from there, I started my own local offline marketing company, where I help local businesses get rankings for their search terms, get new clients online, do a lot of consulting that way.
And so what was that one thing made you want to keep going? Obviously you had to kind of try different things, and not everything you did was successful. What was that one thing kept you going so you can achieve a level of success you have today?
Well, the biggest driving factor for me was I knew that other people were doing it, and if they can do it, I'm sure I could have. But it just took a lot of determination, and then just kind of setting my mindset right, to make sure that I was doing things, and keeping positive about it. Even though I may not see immediate results, I knew that in the long run, things were going to work out as long as I stuck with it and kept at it.
So what would you say to someone who's about, try different things, who just about fed up with this, with internet marketing overall? It's like, this is big, it's a scam, whatever. And they probably, one step, if they just take one more step, they're close to the goal. And what would you say to someone like that?
I would say you got to keep pushing on. You really just got to stick with it, and it will happen. Just don't bounce around from idea to idea. Find one that fits you best, that you think that you can work with, and then stick with it until it works, because it will work.
Okay, so let's talk about this. I guess the one thing you've been telling me about that has really helped you with the conversions, also help you with the offline clients, which is having this. I'm looking at it right now. A review summary box. I hope that's the proper name for this. By having a little summary, different type of star rating system here, even maybe percentage as well, and even have people, real users, able to have the ability rating on either the restaurant or the digital camera, whatever you're trying to selling here. Why is it important to have such things if you're doing a product review site, if you're an offline marketer? Why should you even have it on your site? And later on we're gonna talk about some of the results you're getting, but right now, can you talk about why is this important?
It's really important, and the reason being is I saw a lot more conversions, or how I started out down this whole path was I was noticing that when I was going to review sites, the first thing I would always look for is the review summary. I wanted to figure out, at a glance, what this person thought about the product. And that's what a review summary, and you see these on all the huge affiliate sites, all the major electronic review sites, they have some kind of review summary. And I thought, this is something I really need to implement on my review sites as a way to help summarize, but also pre-sell them without having them read the entire long review. They can get a general idea, and if they see something they like, they'll read the entire review for more details. So that's kind of how it came about and why I wanted to start doing it. And then once I started getting into it, I was noticing that, the sites that allowed customers to leave their own reviews, I really felt that it was more credible. I tended to believe that more than just say like an editor's review.
Okay.
So when I was setting out to create this plugin, I wanted to make sure that it had the capability for end users or your readers to leave their review on a product as well.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously there's some similar plugin out there, almost does the same thing, but I see yours have a lot more features. Like, at the end of this interview, we're gonna show you a demo. So if you don't know what we're talking about, just keep that in mind. And percentage of different type of criteria people looking for. You get the scores. You got an image you can easily implement, and a whole bunch of other features. We're going to talk about it, toward the end of the interview. What I really like about is the one additional feature that you have that I haven't seen anybody else has, is a user who's looking at the camera at the restaurant, look at the review. They can easily just hover over to the star and literally just with one click, they can put their own input and rating score into it. I really like that. I haven't seen anybody done that. So that's a great idea there, and I really like it.
Yeah, it was one of the most important aspects that I needed to make sure was included in this plugin.
Yeah, so obviously before you're creating this plugin, you probably look at different, style of summary or review box, let's call it, quote unquote. And there's the 3-column ones where you can compare 3 products at the same time. There's the one you created here, which is basically a summary of one single product or restaurant or whatever offline business. And there's some similar products existing product out there. What was some of the frustration or lackability of the other? We're not going to talking down other people's product, but just some of the frustrations that you run into that you trying to do but you couldn't get accomplished. So you decide to get this thing created here.
Right. Yeah. I tried a ton of different products out there and plugins out there for creating review styles. When I do my review sites, I always tend to do it on a per product basis.
Okay.
I don't like to do the multiple product comparisons just because you really don't have enough information about a product to make your decision. All you're really doing with those is price shopping. And I like to pre-sell the items, and you really can't do that with a multi-product price comparison table. So that's one thing I wanted to make sure that I was having problems finding a good one that was just for a single product. The other issue is that on different sites that I run, sometimes I'll run with like star ratings with images, and some other ones I like to use kind of like a percentage based. And no other plugins out there had that flexibility to choose if you wanted to run image-based ratings or percentage, or even the scale that you want to do your ratings on. It's either 0 through 5, and you're stuck using a 0 through 5 scale, or 0 through 10, or 0 through 100. You didn't really have the option of choosing which one you wanted to use. A lot of them didn't allow you to have product image in the review itself, and I thought that was a huge deal. That made a really big impact because when I'm looking at a review, I want to see the product that they're talking about, and it really stands out and helps grab the attention and gives your reviews a lot more professional look. And the other thing is that obviously we talked about it a lot before, but user ratings. There's no other plugin out there that allowed your readers to leave their ratings on it as well. And then finally, there was no like call to action or a way to easily link to the affiliate product or product I was reviewing. So I wanted to make sure that my plugin had that. So I've tried a bunch of different stuff and I just couldn't find what I needed, so I went out and built it.
Okay, and I think you're kind of missing one thing that I see, maybe because I'm not a plugin creator, I can see things outside of it. You have this feature, in most of the product box, they literally just a box, which you already have, but yours you can actually make it into a vertical box, or alignment to the left, alignment to the right, and to whatever the how you present it. You also have an option to turn off this thing off the main page and only show up only review page itself. Can you kind of talk a little bit about that? Why do you add those feature in there? Why you felt that was also important as well?
Yeah, I don't like being stuck into one mold. I'm glad you brought that up, because there are plugins out there that I tried where you were forced to have the review summary box at the top of the post or at the bottom of the post, and they were full width. So I wanted to make sure that you had the options to make this fit with your style. If you wanted it to float to the left or float to the right, you have that option. You have the ability to use a shortcode to insert it anywhere into your post that you want to. And then with the colors and customizations, I wanted to make that as customizable for you as you want. You can change every color and every font throughout the entire thing with Google Web Fonts. I mean, you can use like any font you want to use in each separate section can be changed. So I truly wanted to make this as flexible as possible, so that way it can fit in with whatever style of site that you have, and you're not really forced into a mold.
Okay. Yeah, I think I think your plugin in its class has the most feature that I haven't seen so far as of today, so you really stands out. I'm looking at it right now. That's when I'm looking to the screen. Can you talk about some of the results you're getting? I think what would like to hear more about is how do you use this? I mean, typically people using this just do product reviews, which was kind of what was for anyway. But how do you use this for offline client? And like you mentioned, you're using for that was kind of intriguing my curiosity there. Well, what do you use this for offline clients?
For offline clients, it just kind of hit me one day. I have a couple of clients. One is like a high-end liquor store, and they wanted to review, their high-end wine products and high-end liquor, so their customers can get a better idea of what it was about. Another one was for a bar, and they specialize in, like craft beer. So they wanted to have, their ratings of all the different beer that they serve. And what it does is it helps, their customers when they're coming in, so they can get at a glance, what the owners or what the employees of that place think about this product. And then with the addition of the ability for users to leave a rating as well, other people can leave ratings for their particular products. So, I was trying to, once I started getting a couple of clients, I started thinking more and more. Like we have a local movie theater here that's locally owned. It's not a national chain, and they're including it on their website now to where they can leave reviews about movies that are showing. There's all kinds of different opportunities that something like this can be used when you really start thinking about it and start thinking outside the box, and not just product reviews that you're selling, but how you can use this for local clients to help sell more of their products.
Right, like, just out of curiosity, I don't know if you're willing to review this or not, but just want to get a ballpark. Now, if I was an offline marketer, how can I, like, what's the price range I can charge this to for a client who's doing some service like this?
It's hard to say because it really depends on each market, and but I was typically charging between $200 and $300 to install this on a client's site. They don't need to know it was a plugin.
Right, I think with the one sale, you pretty much made 100 times what you invested.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So yeah, this is it. This is definitely gonna be like, I think any retail stores, any restaurant, any movie theaters.
Yeah, like clothing boutiques, restaurants, bars.
Anything involve feedback, like I think the more higher end, the more helpful it's gonna be, because those are more you're gonna have more people like to analyze stuff.
Exactly.
When the price goes up. like, and I want to see, hey, what is theme rating for, all that stuff. So yeah, that's a brand new approach for this kind of thing, because I see a lot of people talk about using this for product review, which does its job, but you also can use this. You can replace the affiliate link here as a PayPal link or something to instantly sell the ticket or the beer or whatever, wine.
You can leave it off altogether because it's completely optional.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's great. So let's see. Sorry, I'm looking at this right now as we're talking. So how do you? So what? Can you talk about some other results you're getting by using this plugin on your own product review site as well?
Yeah. On my product review sites, I really saw a dramatic increase in conversions when I first added in the user review ratings, because it added a lot more credibility. And then when I added in the actual call to action button to the plugin, and it was right there, the review summary. They didn't have to read through the entire post to find my link for the product. They could read it at a glance, and I gave them a great call to action with a buy now button. I took them to my affiliate link, and I was getting a ton more click-throughs through my affiliate links, which then increased my conversions just a great amount.
And how is the I think we forgot to mention one additional feature that you have is not only in typical plugin like this, you get one widget style which you can display on the sidebar,
right.
But you give the user like a lot of more option here, which is two more, total of three different widget style. Can you kind of talk about how do you use that and what is the benefit
Sure.
of that as well?
One of the widget styles is actually to put the entire review box into like the sidebar. So say you don't want to actually have the review box inside your post, but off on the sidebar, have that ability. Mm-hmm. You just select the custom position, and then drag the widget over to your sidebar, and that review box will only show up on an individual post that has a review. So it's kind of magical that way. But that's one way. We also have a couple other widgets where you can display, the most popular reviews. You can display the most recent reviews or the highest rated reviews, and you can do those by, the posts themselves. You can separate it by post types, so or even custom post types. Like I know some WordPress themes will use some fancy post types, and that was something that was missing from other plugins, was that it didn't really work for custom post types. It only worked for a WordPress post or WordPress page, and if you had content on another type, it wouldn't work. So once again, I want to make sure that those were included as well.
Cool, awesome. So let's talk about this specific. Let's dig down the product a little bit here. Let's talk about, first of all, who can be really benefit for having this plugin. Also, the product name, what time you're gonna launch, and what the price point, and different, if you have different license stuff, talking about different rights, all that stuff too as well.
Well, the product's called ReviewRocket. It's a WordPress plugin. It helps create really stylish and professional looking review summary boxes, and I think it's perfect for anyone that does like a niche affiliate review sites or Amazon affiliate review sites. And like I mentioned, it can work great in the offline market too. When you start thinking about different possibilities for offline clients that you can use this plugin for. We're launching on Wednesday, July 3rd, 11 a.m. And we have two licenses. We have a single site license, which is priced at $17. And then we have an unlimited site license, which allows you to install it on as many of your own personal sites that you want. And that's going to be on dime sale from $27 to $37. And then you do have the option to upgrade to a developer's license, which will allow you to install it on as many sites as your own, but also on client sites, and install it on one client site, and you like made a credible ROI on that. but also you get the developer's license. If you do like flip sites, like on FlipUp, you can leave the plugin installed on those with the developer right as well. And then we also have one other special offer that's for a bundle of some of my other plugins at an incredible price. You'll have to see it to believe it. But this is a great way to really increase your conversions, to give your reviews a more professional look, and to add more credibility to your reviews. And yeah, I think it's going to really help increase and skyrocket your conversions, and that's where the name ReviewRocket comes into play.
Now, how long are you planning to keep this open?
It's going to be an evergreen product, but the price will increase after 7 days. So the pricing for the unlimited license will definitely increase after 7 days. The single site license will increase slightly as well too. So you definitely want to take advantage of this price once it launches. And get your copy for the lowest price possible.
Okay. Now hit me one more time again. What time is this thing going to be launched?
All right, Wednesday, July 3rd at 11 a.m. Eastern Time.
Okay. And I think I got all the questions I need to ask you here. Do you have any final words of wisdom you'd like to share with the audience?
Like I said before, make sure you just keep plugging on. Don't give up, and success will happen, and it will happen to you. And if you're involved in the affiliate product review niche, which is a great niche to be in, you can become very successful with that. I think with the ReviewRocket plugin, it'll definitely increase your conversions and give you more credibility, and will help with your readers.
Okay. All right. For those who are still with us today, please stay tuned. Watch a very, very short demo so you know how this plugin works, and most importantly, how it's going to really benefit you. And Josh, thank you so much. And look out for my email tomorrow as well on this awesome plugin here. And Josh, and thank you so much for spending your busy time with us today and share some awesome detail about this awesome plugin, and especially offline tips too. I don't think anybody figured that one out yet. So I'm looking forward to learn more from you and use this plugin myself as well.
All right, well, I really appreciate it, Han, and you have a great day. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Josh.
Hey guys, Josh Precht here, and I want to give you an inside look at how ReviewRocket works. First of all, I want to show you how ReviewRocket can add instant authority to your reviews and help increase your conversions. What we have here is a typical product review. It has a couple of pictures in it, a bunch of text in the review itself, but nothing really stands out or makes me want to buy this product. Now, if I switch over to another review for a similar product, but this one has the ReviewRocket box in it, we can see how it instantly adds authority to the review by giving it a professional look and feel. So let's go over some of the features of the review box. Starting with in the header here, we have the product name that we are reviewing. And below that is the criteria that we're using to base our review on, and the score that we gave to that criteria. With ReviewRocket, you can have unlimited review criteria, so you can have as many or as few criteria to base your score on as you like. And you also have the option to select between 3 different ways to display your scores. Percentage, which is what's shown here, has a range between 0 and 100%. Points rating system, which has a range between 0 and 10. And images, which uses a range between 0 and 100, but uses images to display the score. Below that is the review summary area. And this is a great place to summarize your review and pre-sell the item a bit more. You can include an image of the product you are reviewing, like as shown here, and this helps bring a lot more attention to your reviews themselves. The summary area is also HTML enabled, allowing you to add links and style it however you may like. Next to the review summary area is the final score box. The score is automatically calculated based on the scores for all the review criteria that you've entered. and below the score is a review summary tag. And this is a great way to sum up your review of the product in 1 or 2 words. Below the review summary and the final score box is an optional area for user reviews. This section allows your readers to leave ratings of the products that you are reviewing. Not only does this help you get more user interactions with your site, but it's also a well-known fact that people trust user ratings more than editor ratings and help increase conversions for a product. So, by allowing users to rate your product reviews or the products that you are reviewing, you not only increase the authority and trust factor for your reviews, you'll also get a lot more conversions because of them. Finally, we have the affiliate area. This is another optional area where you can add a call to text sentence and a link to the product you're reviewing, which will become a button over here. By telling people exactly what you want them to do with a call to action and an easy way to buy the product you are reviewing, your conversions will dramatically increase. One other thing I want to point out is that if you enter a link to the product you are reviewing in the affiliate area here and use a picture in the summary area, the picture will also become clickable and will go to your affiliate link. People love clicking on images, and this is a great way to get more people to click through on your affiliate link and increase your conversions. So that's how the ReviewRocket box appears in one of your reviews. So now I want to show you how we can add one to a post very quickly. So here I am in the post editor for the review that I showed previously that did not have the ReviewRocket box in it. So to enable ReviewRocket for this particular post, all we have to do is scroll down to the ReviewRocket section and select where we want the review box to appear in the post. You have the option of adding it to the top of the post with the full width, floated to the left or to the right, and at the bottom of the post with full width as well. And finally, you can also select a custom position where you can insert the review box anywhere into your post using the included shortcode. For this particular review, I'm going to insert the ReviewRocket box floated to the left. And once we have our position selected, the rest of the options for the review box become available. We can select if we want to use a points, percentage, or image rating style, and for this one I'll go with image. Then we enter in the title of the product we are reviewing, so I'll just come up here and grab the title real quick and paste that in there. Then we enter in our review summary tag, which summarizes the review in 1 or 2 words. Then we enter in our review summary, so I'll just grab that from the bottom of our post here, copy that and paste it in. And then we select if we want to include a product image in our summary. After that, we just enter in our affiliate link. I'll just put in a sample one here, and our affiliate call to action, and then what we want our affiliate button to say. So I'll just enter in buy now. Finally, we add in our review criteria. And that's just a matter of clicking on the Add New Review Criteria button, and then you'll be able to enter the criteria and the score for that criteria. Since I'm reviewing a digital camera here, I might want to use image quality as one of my criteria, so I'll enter that. And then I just use the slider to adjust the score. And then I'll add another one here since digital cameras typically have a battery life, so I'll add that in. And if I don't want to use the slider, I can just enter in the score number here. I'll give that a 75. And just for good measure, I'll add in a final criteria for price. And I'll adjust that to about 83. So once we have all of our criteria entered, then it's just a matter of updating our post for the review box to show up. So let's take a look at our post and see what it looks like. Alright, looks pretty good. But one thing I want to point out is that everything in ReviewRocket is customizable by you. So let's go into the plugin settings to show you how easy it is to make ReviewRocket match your site. So now I'm logged into the dashboard for my demo site here, and I just click on ReviewRocket to get to the ReviewRocket settings. And the first option that we have is to set the rating image. You can choose to use stars, hearts, or thumbs up whenever you use an image for your review style. You can also set whether or not you want to enable user ratings and who can leave a rating. If you select no one, that will disable the user review section altogether. You can allow anyone to leave a rating with the registered users and guest options, and also you can set it to only allow guests to leave a review or only registered users. The next section allows you to easily change the text that the plugin outputs. So if you want to change the wording or translate it to a different language, you can do so here. Finally, in the general settings, you have the option to only show the review boxes on an individual post. When enabled, this means that the review boxes will not show up on the category pages or the home page, whatever else your theme may be using. For example, on the default WordPress theme that I'm using, if I leave this option disabled, the review boxes will show up on the home page. But if I enable this option, then the review boxes will only show up when someone is looking at the individual post itself. So let me go back to the site and show you what I'm talking about. If I go to my demo site and click on the home page, you'll see that all of the posts are displayed and the review boxes are showing up as well. So if I go back into the settings and enable this option and click Save Settings, and then refresh my home page, you'll see that the review boxes don't show up until I actually click into the individual post. So that's what that option gives you. And from there we move into the styling section. In the styling section, you can change the look and feel of the review box to match your website style. You can change the divider line color, which separates the different sections of the review box. You can change the color of the review box header and the user ratings section. You can also change the background color for the review items themselves, and this also updates the summary section. This option here will change the color of the percentage and points bars, as well as the final score area background color. You can also change the color of the affiliate area background, as well as the color and decorations for any links that you may be using in your review summary. And you also have the option to enter in your own custom CSS styles on this page too. So just to give you an example, let's change a couple colors here real quick. Let's change the header color, and we're going to go with like dark green, and we'll change the percentage bar color to a lighter green, almost like an aqua. We'll save our changes. We go back over to our post here and refresh. We'll see that the colors have changed, and I can change, this area here, the affiliate area, and so forth. The next section is the typography section, which allows you to change all of the fonts used by the plugin. You can change the character set for the fonts if needed in this section. And you can also change the color, the font size, the font itself, which includes hundreds of Google Web Fonts, the font weight, and the style of the font. This will allow you to change the font and style for every section of the review box, from the title to the affiliate section. And finally, in the unlimited license version, you can import and export your settings between different sites, so it's easy to set up ReviewRocket on another site without having to customize all your settings all over again. So there you have it, an inside look at ReviewRocket. Be sure to grab your copy today for an extremely easy way to add more authority to your reviews, increase user interactivity, and skyrocket the conversions for the products you are reviewing.